We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
A gain makes it second and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaking free at midfield. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
The Warhawks with 1st and 10 here. The back's got it. Finding space at the 20. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Schmidt. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll ride the back again here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short. They'll try to throw
Oh,
he's going to chuck it deep.
oh, player. Hell yeah, he was wide open.
Not much on the return there, but the takeaway the offense, the football at the 46.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Wolfhawks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfhawks.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Point after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And the runner takes off to his right. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Right.
This is what you love to see.
No, you haven't.
Does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
They'll run it to the left. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Yeah.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Get out of here. Where was it at? Where was it at?
The Warhawks pick up enough for a first down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I don't know who that is, man. I mean,
or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside.
Go ask mommy. Tell her to ask mommy first. But I don't want her to put her mouth on the 32, bro.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right and bulldozing his way through. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. That ball is snagged for a completion. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Warhawks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door, ready to put points on the board, to taking a sack. As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You got to make quick decisions.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UL Monroe. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Schmidt. And they stop him at the 11. Not in good field position to start the drive.
Stop closing. Close it back. I did. Slam it back.
They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down?
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Monroe offense back out there now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs here. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out into the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
Ooh.
Over the middle and incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
This should be the last play of the quarter. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this pass is on target. Caught. Touchdown, Warhawks. Still no answer for this offense.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And now they'll set up with a point after. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. He's going to hand this off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The chance clears. Come to the line in the hurry up. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Taking a shot here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the first down and more. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Here's a carry for the fullback. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. Defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a certain threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, the
yeah, damn.
Aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Offense cross out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touch. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
Go.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it here. He's in the clear. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller.
He didn't really want that problem. That's all that was.
Formation and play call, it all came together, and they get the big score.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And the Chanticleers will crank up the tempo.
They continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looking to throw it again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on the design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Pressure is coming. Powers through. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bullhawks.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Schmidt. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
We talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. His coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Chanticleers have 1st and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Get some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it's caught. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Quarterback hammered after the throw. That's an obvious 15-yard penalty.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 now for the offense.
Tuna. Ready. Longer. Listen.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. Bringing it out. It's Schmidt. And he's tackled at the 2. Bad decision to bring that out. Great coverage. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. If they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or and the ball to the ground. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
ULS 70, Coastal Carolina 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field.
Here we go.
They get the second half started with their running play. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain. Get closer to midfield.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Ball handed off, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. UL Monroe offense back out there now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They're going to run it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The big fullback's got it here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Brings up second down.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Gain of 1. Brings up third down.
A gain sets up a third down play. Powerful running into the secondary. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And they'll stop him short of the line of game. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the back now goes in motion. Hands off to the fullback. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. There he just slips through for a first down.
Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Looking to pass this time. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast and give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's escaping the pocket now. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner looking to create better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everyone wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So the offense with the first and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Keeping it on the ground here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're going to run it here. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The Sheds are clear, so in the red zone now. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around. Doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, and was able to blow this play up.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And they will trot out the field goal team here. It'll be a 34-yard try. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's good. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place and gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on.
Here we go.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.
Reload.
And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game.